Welcome back to Trailer Trash Talk's Hurricane League Fantasy Talk. This is a special episode. This is the Shitbowl special featuring Blake and Justin. How are y'all doing? Good, Blake? How you doing, Justin? Haven't seen you here in a while, bitch. First off, we all want to know, how the fuck did you go from first in your division to in the Shitbowl in a matter of weeks? You were a virtual playoff lock. Number 2 overall seed going into week 13, is that correct? Going into week 13, number 2 overall seed, and now you are the, in essence, number 7 overall team. And it looks like it's looking bad for you. So you virtually went from 2 to 8.
Yep. Well, I cannot deny, much like the glorious team from my home state, there's no one quite like me who can snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. It is impressive to see. I know. Also, I would like to retroactively call into question any numbers Kmart Rain Man back there off camera may have brought up.
Okay. God damn it. Look, man. I was rooting for you, man. All you had to do was finish. You had.
According to you, I was finished. We can go back and check the tapes.
I might have used the word locked.
According to you, I was done. I was good.
Just like how it's
I had nothing more to worry about. And then all of a sudden,
and you fucked
I'm doomed.
You fucked it up
because of a 1 in a million shot.
Fuck that up. All you had to do was beat one team.
I do think you said that you, him, and me were the 3 locks for the playoffs.
Yes, I did, and I was wrong. I was wrong.
I do think that you
That's what I'm saying, yes.
But that's not
you didn't have to win, though. You didn't even have to win because you had a fairly decent-sized point lead over Nick going into the weekend.
Yep.
And you fucked that as well. I mean, you squandered it in a multitude of ways.
And everything that had to happen outside of his control went against him too. So, yeah, but also you could have beat Brian. You could have beat Brian in round 1. You didn't.
Yeah.
I'm going to step off camera again.
Well then.
So
don't put this on me.
He's a fucking Rain Man.
Kmart Rain Man.
Kmart? What?
I coined that term in the group text. I see you're not a big fan of reading.
No, I'll read. I'm just very forgetful, so.
So yeah. So my other big question: what are your thoughts on Alvin Kamara and now Ezekiel Elliott being members of Blake's team?
I wish Kamara had caught COVID quicker.
60 points is enough for 2 weeks, though.
It is. Good thing he got it all in one. Again, big compliments to your offensive coordinator. Good job, Brian.
I don't think Brian coordinated any of my offense, but, I mean...
Well, he did give you Alvin Kamara in a gift basket. Again, I'm neutral here. I'm neutral. I'm just pointing out the facts.
I mean, throwing him out there for free range isn't really
After
giving.
checking the waiver order to hedge his bets, he's stupid, but not that stupid.
That's only dependent on that I'm paying attention, so...
That is a pretty fucking big wild card to count on.
Are we really giving no
Exactly.
credence to the possibility that Brian accidentally dropped Alvin Kamara while his phone was in his pocket?
I know, and I accidentally picked
I'll
him up.
believe
I mean,
the
I'll be damned.
Mormons first. I'll take the Jehovah's Witness. I'll take the Scientologists up on it first.
Okay. So, Justin, what do you think your chances are going into this week?
They're better than last week, I can tell you that.
20%.
I mean, do miracles happen? Yeah. Do I think God loves me enough to give me one? No.
The last time you've been to church, boy. Yeah, God ain't doing shit for you. God ain't doing shit for you.
Hey, wherever 3 or more gather in His name, He is there. I ain't got to go to the fancy building. That being said, I don't think I've hit anybody. The only God mentioned in a company of 3 or more around me has been damn in the last 20 years. So, again, yeah, not getting that miracle.
Classic.
Hey, anything could change tomorrow. You never know.
It could. Remember,
Right?
you are playing Blake. You are
COVID
playing
could
Blake.
run rampant through the rest of the league.
You know what? Now, you say that. Jordan has a lucky charm up his ass because I'm gonna start calling Jordan the comeback kid because he's been notorious for doing this, not just with me. But I believe in y'all's past video, y'all talked about this too. Didn't he come back last year from a deficit?
Let's not talk about last year. God damn, you let me come sit back over there.
Alright, so... Shit. Alright, y'all keep going. I forgot what I was going to say. Holy fuck.
I mean, Jordan's nickname for me is comeback kid, so, I mean, kudos to him, though.
Thank you, by the way. I could be wrong about this, but I'm going to bet money Zeke is going to drop a massive deuce tomorrow.
It don't matter, but if I still win and had him on my roster beating you after you dropped him, that's the greatest glory.
I want to
If you
point out
don't
that
beat me by more than 60 points, then you didn't beat me.
You had predicted
45.
that after week 1...
No, 60. I'm counting Kamara. Period.
He predicted that after week 1 you would be up around 220 to 113.
I was a little off. And if you look back, I said it depends on Rodgers and Jones.
I want to point out that
you were pretty fucking accurate on that. You called 190.
I want to point out that as good as your couple of players did, a lot of the rest of your team shit the bed. Okay?
They didn't shit the bed. They were mediocre.
Without Kamara, how many points are you beating me by? Swap any other guy on your roster in.
It'd be a 15-point lead, but still, winning's winning. I mean,
Yeah,
if you ask
I mean,
Mitchell,
he's
Ty's
not
winning.
Winning's winning. Like I said, you won. Good job, Brian.
So, do you harbor any animosity towards this guy at the other side of the couch?
Him? No, none. I'd have done the same thing. I can't hate him for taking the advantage.
Moss is trying to do the same thing too, so don't let him fool you otherwise. He
I
did actually put a claim in for Kamara, and had he picked him
I put in
up,
a claim for Kamara.
well, a lot of people did, but you know what Moss said?
Because he's a first-round star running back.
There's 4.
No one in their right mind would just drop him for no reason to not even pick up another player. That would be foolish.
Hey,
Unless you had some sort of malicious ulterior motive.
There's
because
4
you're
people.
a shit stain on the asshole of humanity.
There's 4 people that had something to gain from it. Moss did put a claim in for him too. He likes to pretend he didn't in these conversations. But Moss's words, he said, had I picked him up, he would have kept him on his bench so Dusty couldn't play him. Do you believe Moss wouldn't have played Kamara had he picked him up?
Not really. If he'd have had him, he'd have played him.
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too.
Yeah, you're both full of shit. I told you before he even got picked up by anyone that would have been my intentions. If I indeed put in a claim. But no one knows who put in claims other than Blake because he took him and played him. I was hoping to not upset the
Well, my
balance of the league.
shittiness this year paid off, so fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Good job being the floater, man.
Well, you know what? I mean, look, I think I have the same statistics as 2 other teams in this league. Less points.
Yeah, that's
A
the
lot
important
less
one.
points.
Yeah, you're significantly
A
less.
win's a win, a loss is a loss. You know, I mean, it only comes down if we have the same statistics.
You
and
were
we
See, that's the
eliminated
thing.
from
It's
the good
one thing to
playoffs,
lose
like
in a
3 weeks
race.
before anyone
It's
else.
kind of another when someone trips you going down the track. That one's annoying.
Who tripped who?
I did have to beat you that week.
Metaphor.
Yeah, but what's your metaphor talking about? Who tripped who? Is that you being tripped in the metaphor here?
Yes.
Who tripped you?
Senator Burkhart.
Senator Burke.
No one else out of Congress has fucked me that hard in a long time, so I'm giving him an honorary title.
So you're blaming Brian for your misfortunes right now. Is that what I'm hearing?
Brian, you here with us in spirit, buddy.
Only if I lose by less than 60 points.
I hope you either win or get fucking destroyed by Blake. I don't want that.
I hope Zeke has a blowout week. I'm just saying, because that would be great too.
You know
Man, I've hoped for that all season.
I can't blame you in all honesty if that happens. I mean, Justin was the dumb shit that dropped Zeke to begin with. So if he does blow up on, you know, poetic justice, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think this
Like
week's gonna be
loading weights on a
interesting. Well, tomorrow's
racehorse. Done too good for too long. Had to be undercut to get me here.
gonna be- Ooh.
Undercut.
Yeah.
No. You got to the Shitbowl all by yourself, Justin. You got to the Shitbowl all on your lonesome. You can't blame that on anybody.
Well, according to him, Kmart Rayman gave him some assistance on that.
He just gave him a false sense of confidence.
That's all it took.
That's what exactly like the universe. I dared to have like hope and feel good, and the universe is like, we can't let that
You
happen.
should have seen where that was coming from.
You know, they've talked a lot of shit last video, but you know what we both can say is that we've had wins under our belt, so.
Those were the three
Five wins
flukiest
for that
seasons. The three flukiest seasons that this
Three-
league has
three
ever
flukiest-
seen.
that's
I
what
will
somebody
quote
who's never
my
won
fellow
one.
shitbowl contender: a win is a win.
I mean, that sounds like something somebody who's never won would say.
Yeah. Championships don't matter. You've never been there.
History.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, since your alleged, championships that weren't lucky, how has your record been? How many times you been in the Shitbowl since then, Blake?
3 times.
Justin, how many times you been in the Shitbowl versus the amount of times you've been in the championship?
I'm not sure. It's been quite a few years since I've made an appearance in the shitbowl. Actually,
I say 3 times. We have to go back and look. I'm
You've
pretty
been
sure
in the
2
shit bowl
times.
in the last three
No, I've been in the lower bracket
3 of the
3
last
years.
4 years.
Lower bracket, but I can't
3
say.
of the last 4 years you've been in the shit bowl. 2 of those 3 you've already lost.
I didn't lose 2, did I?
Yeah, you lost. Like you and I got shot at the draft last year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it is 3. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still won twice, so fuck y'all.
Yeah, you got really lucky 2 years, and I congratulate you for that.
I
I congratulate you for that. I do have to say, although I've never won, this is my 3rd trip to the championship round.
That sounds more disappointing when you do lose.
Yeah, you know what? It's certainly something you want to win, but it takes an amount of skill to repeatedly get to that championship round.
So what you're
Are
saying
you going
is
to
you're
diminish?
just,
Are
you're
you
just
going?
not a closer.
Are you going to diminish Jim Kelly? Are you saying he's not a Hall of Fame
How many
quarterback?
times have you been in the bad bracket?
The bad bracket, a few, but I've been in the shit bowl one time in
One
this,
And you
near
lost.
decade-long.
Yeah, I'm not saying shit. I've been in the shit bowl quite a few times. But yeah.
Yeah, I lost, but I didn't run from my punishment for a year.
The only time you were in it, you lost.
Who's ran from the fucking punishment?
I mean, who hasn't been punished from last year?
Say somebody moved out of the country, but
And somebody flew back
we
and got shot up and got on a plane 2 days later and flew back with goddamn welts on my ass. Don't give me shit about that.
I really would have liked to have seen TSA's look on their face if they had to check you. Just like, what weird jungle disease is this man traveling with?
I asked for it, but they weren't doing strip searches that day.
I think he was hoping to get probed.
Again, they weren't doing it that day.
They are.
Damn Kiwis.
Well,
I mean, they've done it before. He had expectations.
There's a familiarity there. A little wink. Go in those translucent glass rooms. Yeah.
So, what are your predictions for tomorrow, Blake?
honestly, I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be a wild card because you can't really tell what the players are gonna do tomorrow.
You don't think that you should be a virtual lock after the 60-point outing from Alvin Kamara in week
No,
1?
fuck you, because why do we implement these rule changes after the fact? And everybody said,
What rule
technically he didn't do anything illegal.
What rule change did we implement?
Are you talking about a 60-point lock? Why would I be in a 60-point lock?
I said, shouldn't
I mean, they
you
can't
be,
You
take
have a
those points he scored away.
62.82 point lead right now.
I said, shouldn't you be a
Projected to grow your
virtual
lead
Oh, well,
by
yeah,
points.
Well, I mean, technically I'm
See,
projected
the
to win.
fact that you're being so defensive makes me think that you
He has
indeed...
something to worry about.
Come throw some of those blindsided questions.
Blindside. I just don't like the characterizations that you give me sometimes.
Gotcha journalism.
Douchey.
Is it gotcha journalism?
Did you set your beer on that counter right there?
Yes. Wait, where's it? Thank you.
That is yours.
Wow.
See that? That's honesty and integrity. That's the type of person that would sit Alvin Kamara once they picked him up off of waivers.
Anybody in a shitbowl that picked up a #1 pick.
Anyone with no integrity in the Shitbowl that picked up a #1 pick.
Anyone in our fucking league
with no integrity
would have did the same fucking thing.
I agree.
No one in our league has integrity.
Exactly my point.
So that's not an integrity thing. That's a desperation move that, again, we would all make. I think the integrity lies in the source of Kamara.
So you're really holding this towards Brian. It feels like. I mean,
yes. If I haven't made that clear enough, yes.
I mean, damn.
Red flashy light.
Is it still a red circle on the screen there?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I can accept, that I put myself in the shit bowl through my own choices. The nigh astronomical point lead I have to overcome to, win, however, that I can put a direct trace to the source of, and I do follow that directly to that ball prick.
So, do you think Brian did this particularly to somehow hurt you?
Me personally, or just because he's an asshole?
Well, what do you think is the reason then? Let me ask you. Why do you think Alvin Kamara was made available by Brian with a Y?
Brain? I think it's funnier to him to have bad things happen to me than Blake. Which I understand,
He could
but
technically
that doesn't mean I don't take it personally.
He could be technically, in that sense, saying what you said. He could be feeling sympathetic for me, considering I lost last year. I mean, you're like, man, I can't let this dude lose
And
2 years in
again-
a row.
I was seeing if you were really paying attention.
Yeah, this is true too.
Could have been a test. Could have been a test.
Could have been a lot of things. All
Yeah.
things do come back to me getting shafted, however.
It could have been me and Brian playing each other in the shit bowl.
While
And I
we
bet he wouldn't have dropped Kamara then.
I
are,
have beat him every time this season, though.
while we're on that subject, Justin, there was some discussion of a potential change to your punishment because I believe
You
you
can't
had
find a waxer. Yeah, that's right.
No, that we've got somebody to do the waxing. That's not the issue. You suggested that you would like to be waterboarded in one of these text messages there.
I did
So-
say we have discussed it for years, and I have always been on board with it.
So,
And in a put up or shut up situation, unlike some of these ballless sissies, I'm willing to go that route.
Well, let's name drop there. Who are you referring to as ballless sissies? I mean, because they've called you quite a few names
let's
this week.
see. Next league meeting, we'll have a show of hands as to who voted against waterboarding or whined about it, and
I
then
did,
we
for
can
sure.
go there.
I did, for sure.
There we
These
go.
two.
Two of the whiners, naysayers in the room.
in all fairness, I think both Mitchell and Blake felt there was a strong chance they would end up in the shit bowl, and particularly.
Now, there's a strong
vulnerable to
chance I
say-
felt like I would end up in prison.
What are we talking about?
You voted against waterboarding and were complaining about the idea of it at league meetings.
I don't. Well, yeah, whatever.
The one in particular at Blake's house, I remember you.
Oh, I
know,
definitely
Yeah,
was opposed
I
to
do
it there.
remember that. That was, yeah. I don't care anymore. I mean,
Listen, I've been behind this for a while.
I'd subject
I mean-
myself to it if I lost at this point. I value self-preservation a lot less than I did then.
Honestly, I think it's still your choice. I mean, you want to get waxed, you want to get water.
Well,
I mean,
I think your friend here suggested
Well,
putting it up
again,
to a
like I
league
said
vote.
earlier in the group chat, I was willing to put it to the vote I just wanted to know if my vote counted for more or less.
No, I
at this
think your
point.
vote doesn't count. Actually, is what I decided last
vote on
time.
that either,
Yeah.
But
Now,
however,
you can vote for his punishment, but you can't vote for your own.
Well, here's the
I
thing: if you
voted
get
for
the wax and
waterboarding
moss,
and bear mace.
no fucking bear mace. We had this discussion.
It's the
earlier.
same goddamn
No, it's
thing.
fucking not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Chemically speaking, it's the same shit.
Thank you.
No. We're not getting
Gel,
some
pepper spray.
They
gel.
would like to shoot me 3 inches from my fucking face with something that's projected to shoot 18 feet. That ain't happening.
I
Right, I
said
wouldn't
we
give
could
him
shoot
3
you
inches.
from
I would
15
give you
feet
3
away.
feet.
No, no,
Like, that
it's
seems
Until your face is
perfectly-
coated.
Okay, if you're letting your face get coated, then we'll do 15 feet. I'll get behind that.
Y'all, none of y'all have
But you
fucking
can't just have a
dexterity.
3-second
I'm gonna be
burst.
coated
These
in
guys
shit
can't
except for
aim.
my face.
No,
Exactly.
until the face
Exactly.
is coated.
That's
Yes,
what I'm
no,
saying.
so I'm
It's
not
like a
trying to get
super
15
soaker.
feet, but you gotta wait
gel
until they
pepper
get a
spray.
solid hit.
I'd rather a solid hit, not y'all trying to fucking aim, because I seen y'all's dexterity, and no.
So then my proposal of 3 feet seems much more reasonable.
Alright,
Just
I'm going to buy the bear mace. Let him buy his own pepper spray. And at the event, let the league decide which one is used.
I just want to say that if it's me that comes victorious and gets to do this, I have full confidence in my ability to cover your face with gel.
Me too.
Alright, I think I can absolutely do it.
In that case, it's not happening.
What? Come on. It was meant to be.
However, look,
High
I'm not
school
opposed to
all over
whatever
again.
punishment you get. The problem I have with the stipulations with that is if you get waxed, Moss is like, oh, if Blake gets waxed, we're going to fucking do a full fucking Brazilian. You, they're like, oh, we'll do the legs down. No.
I forgot that was laying there.
I say it's equal. Either way, gooch balls, everything.
I mean, legs down pretty much is everything. I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah. See if one of you two can explain this to me. Blake has been bitching at me since he got here about, why are you going to make Justin do waist down and make me just do bikini wax? And I'm like, dude, what are you bitching
They're
about?
like the same
He's
thing. If
like,
anything, a bikini wax
What?
is less. Waist down means all my shit. Bikini wax just means your crotch and your ass.
Exactly.
What are you upset about?
Exactly.
I'm the one objecting. Moron.
Well,
You're upset you're getting less? Jesus.
I got more to lose than you, fucker.
We can prove that. I mean, maybe not on YouTube, but I mean...
Well, that's between you
Well,
and
I
Brian.
think it just
That's
has
got
to be
this bit going
reported,
on here.
right? I mean, you can
You're
put
the one who
anything
just
on
said
YouTube.
you had more. Put up or shut up, pussy.
Well, he did call you pre-adolescent fuck, so, I mean...
He's bald and mad about it. He's mad about the luxurious mane of hair that I have that not even God or science can give him.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
This is the conversation we were looking for.
Oh, shit.
But we're not talking about his weak bloodline and inability to grow head hair. We're talking about crotch hair.
Yeah. Are you gonna let somebody who called you cuck man, tranny man, cuck boy, tranny man, dictate your outcome?
What have I tried to dictate here? I believe I've left this all up to a completely democratic process. Have I not? Can somebody correct
I mean,
me on
he
that?
did agree to the whole putting it to a vote thing, and I expect him to be evil. He enjoys pain, whoever it comes from.
How
Hey.
have I been evil? I've been so
just to clarify,
non-partial.
I've been saying that too.
No, I'm pretty sure by being commissioner of this league, that automatically qualifies you as at least neutral evil.
That's fair.
You know, I have been saying since the beginning when we were trying to determine punishment and all this COVID bullshit that's been going on, it changed a few things. I haven't been avoiding nothing. Every time I put on camera, I said, y'all, look, y'all set it up. If I'm not on call or I'm not working, let's do it. But now it seems, first off, we didn't have an
Super
exact
Bowl
punishment
Sunday.
that we can,
Super Bowl Sunday. Who's hosting this? Not me, because I don't want all you assholes in my house. But
Well, after what you did to Brian's house?
yeah, God knows. We're like a swarm of locusts, man.
A plague on humanity, I will not disagree with that statement.
well, it's not up to me to put this
mean,
together.
if I have people over, we're going to be down there in those woods.
Sound like you butchering
Yeah.
small cattle?
I mean, you don't know what we get up to. I mean,
That's right. Tell somebody to go, wee, wee. Oh yeah, might have it before the end of the night.
Again, the commissioner's fantasies, as always, are a source of concern for me.
We have talked far less about pubic hair, I do feel like, this
yes,
episode.
in this episode, you're right.
That's disappointing, honestly. I mean...
Well, look, I don't think you beef with any of us other than Brian, so, I mean...
Which is kind of disappointing, if I'm being honest. I mean, you should be a little upset with Blake for having the complete and utter lack of integrity to, you know...
I should, but also...
He admitted he would have done
I'd have done the
thing.
same thing as him, so
to
I'm
fucking
a moral
piece of
degenerate.
shit
Again,
fine.
I'm in this league and friends with you people. Don't act shocked.
You're going to lose the shit bowl to someone who's, like, not won, what is it, at least two games as you did?
Yeah.
You're gonna...
And
you're
again,
gonna
I'm saying that
score
wouldn't be
200 less
happening
points.
if I hadn't been undercut at the end.
You're gonna be... You're gonna lose by about 27 points.
So
He's
yeah,
gonna beat
less
you.
than 60
That's what-
And
points.
it's gonna cause... That's with Kamara, and it's gonna cause a headache for all of us. Or if Justin
Yeah.
sacks up, he's gonna cause a
I
headache
tell you
for all
what,
of us.
my prediction with these two, and I want it to go this way, so there's no controversy, just like I said before, I want Blake to win by his projection, 60 plus points. He's projecting to win by like 73. He's projected
I doubt
to increase his lead. I want to see that come to be, so there's no question about it, because
I agree. I would like to win that way, by the way, also.
Yeah, you should.
I'm sure you
like
would.
that's winning honestly and without outside help.
and the best case
The right
scenario
way.
for you, Blake, still is that both of y'all are getting punished, though. That's what makes this
Yeah,
so awesome.
yeah.
Mm.
It
wanna-
is fun. It is fun.
They want to mace me so I can't witness you getting tortured. I mean,
That is
No,
not why
that is not.
no.
You are.
We just want to mace you. It has
You're
nothing to do with
absolutely-
your
So in
perceptions.
other words, they'll wait till
Mischaracterization.
after they take my ball hair.
No,
and
no,
then
but
they see.
look,
Wait a minute,
we
if he-
have
if he-
integrity.
Well, see,
integrity. We have integrity.
Yeah.
He lost first. He gets punished first.
I agree with that concept,
I
but
have to say, yeah, I do agree with that.
but considering we can only get each other
Tell
together,
him what
how
you've
fucking
done
hard
up.
is that?
Yeah, like
My
twice every
proposition is-
2.5 years, give or take.
Yeah, exactly. My proposition is, if we can get everybody together, I don't mind taking my punishment first. Let's say we do it a week or so before. That way I have time to be like, okay, cool, recover. And then, hypothetically, if you lose, because hey, anything could still happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's say, assuming you lose, then you take your punishment. But since we're all probably only realistically going to get together one fucking time, I at least want to witness you getting your
Like I
punishment
said,
before I
So
get mine.
If anything
Have I ever
does
backed
happen,
away
though,
from
and
my
he loses,
punishment?
are we
Ever?
Bear Mason him
Nope.
and wax him?
Exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna bear mace him and then give him about, like I said, 10,
See,
15
They're
minutes.
speculating, saying, oh, we're going to mace somebody. We've never been maced before in our lives. But we're going to mace somebody. That'll be okay in 15 minutes. Fuck you.
We'll give you
Actually-
an extra couple of
Hey,
minutes.
Give
Listen,
some
I'm
milk. Those
I'm
protesters
gonna
are
offer
behind
you some
us.
actual.
bread and milk.
I'll give you some actual good
That's not
advice
milk.
that will be helpful. When they do this, get yourself a half gallon of vanilla ice cream. Get the real shit, not the fake shit. You need the vanilla extract. Rub your face on the ice cream.
Rub
Don't
your
ask me
face
how
on
I
the
know
ice
that.
cream.
Rub your face on the ice cream.
Swear to God, it works.
Man, I say Super Bowl Sunday. Do this shit.
Well, of course you say Super Bowl Sunday. Your team's out of it at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's the most relaxed week 17 I've had in a while. Not playing for nothing.
Blake seems pretty confident.
I mean, I would be.
Blake, how upsetting is this going to be if you choke away this lead?
It's going to be upsetting. It really is.
But you see near zero chance of that happening? Like, what's your confidence level here? I'm expecting, I was wanting some type of fireworks between you two, but you're a couple fucking wet pieces of fucking paper towels here. Like, it's boring. Come on.
See, he's so upset that we're gentlemen and,
You're not gentlemen. You're wanting to bitch and complain about somebody who's not here, which provides zero entertainment value.
Well, alright, then next weekend we get the bald bastard here and I'll bitch and complain to his face. Invited.
If he were here, we'd have a consensus and could punish the both of you.
If he were here, we would be dead. That is true.
Yeah, let's do that.
I could take Jordan's vote by proxy. I mean,
5 would be a quorum. I don't think we have a provision for you to do his vote by proxy.
I could get his verbal permission.
All it takes is a phone call.
Well, at that point, then I just want to have Jordan on the line doing it. Like, I'm gonna need to hear him say it.
That's fine. You just need to hear him say yes, and then that is consent. That is all we need.
I'm gonna need it live.
I will have him say yes live. That is consent. That is all we need.
I already have a recording of that. No one needs.
See, I'm gonna need exactly. I'm gonna need to ask questions before that. Make sure it's him.
I have a recording of everyone that's ever been on camera around me saying yes, just in case I need it.
You're a journalistic
Tupac
asshole.
style.
Because that's what journalism is.
That is right.
Right?
Yes.
According to the Clinton administration.
So yeah, like I said, confidence level, high, low, what you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good though. I really am.
He just said he's gonna whoop your ass, Justin. He just said you're a sorry piece of shit and he's gonna whoop your ass because of the players he stole. He stole because Brian just up and cut him. What is your reaction? Fuck!
Couldn't do it by himself.
Great job. 3 out of 10, Justin. Come on. Time it's off. Fucking. Alright.
Wah, wah. Well, you know, you're ranting over here. I gotta make sure you're done. Yeah, although, great energy. That is
I
fine.
thought it was pretty clear I was done.
Please clap.
Thought it was pretty clear I was done. Alright. Well, I'm thinking this might be done as well.
Wait, is there a tribute?
What?
A tribute?
Yeah.
There is another piece. There is another piece. I was thinking that we would wrap up this session first. But yeah, well, that's
what Justin thinks when
classy.
you bullshit.
That's classy. But you know what, Justin? I hope Blake beats you by fucking 10 points tomorrow. 10-point victory. That's what I hope happens. And you know what? Since there's technically no rule forbidding what happened, I'm fine with it. Go out there, have a shitty game like I expect you to do, Blake, and I want you to only beat him by, 5 to 10 points. That is what I'm hoping for.
That's
Burping me like that, you motherfucker.
Says the man who swears up and down he's fair and unbiased and, doesn't let his emotions control his decisions.
I have no biases here. I mean, you disrespect me, you come at me, I'm going to come at you. There's no bias in that. I mean, I was on your side before that.
So you agree that I should be upset with Brian?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I mean...
I don't know if I was on somebody's side, I would call him a cuckboy training man.
Well, that, you have to understand, Blake, that was an attempt to get Justin to come over and defend his honor.
What honor? There's no honor among thieves here. We're all shit individuals.
Yeah.
Some of us just
So apparently
worse
we
than
have no
others.
honor and integrity in
You're
this
And
the
ball.
shittiest this year, again.
Well,
Because fantasy football is
at
the
least
judge of character.
I may lose, but at least I lose on my own merits.
so if you lose, will this be your second time losing?
In the Shitbowl?
Yeah.
No, I think this will be like my third or fourth time. I mean,
And y'all would have.
it's just been about
y'all wanna
8
rename this
years
shit in
since
honor
I've
of
been in
me?
this position.
You've been in it like 3 out of the last 4 or 5 years,
Wait.
Blake.
Say, I lost the
He's
Shitbowl
right.
back to back the first 2 years I played in this
And hadn't lost it
league,
since, but
and I
he's
ain't
been
gone to the
it like
Shitbowl
4
since.
times.
Or
He's
lost
right.
the Shitbowl.
Well, I think it should be in honor of Justin, man.
Well, I really think the fact
Because
that
our system works.
you started out with this mirage of greatness, right? With your 2 championships that were luckily miraculously won. And then since then you've appeared in the Shitbowl at least 3 times, securing a victory in 2 of them. And if my predictions are correct, which normally they fucking are, you're gonna only win this one because of Alvin Kamara, right? So, in my heart, you lost a 3rd one, but because of what the score says,
I bet I'll win
Justin's
it,
getting waxed.
regardless of Kamara's score.
It means you need to win by like 45 points.
As of right now, I'm up 15 if we were to do that.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
projected to grow your lead too. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
That's some confidence there.
Just so you will shut the fuck up.
Justin, I want you to make this a fucking close game. Make sure that this is won because of Alvin Kamara. Fight for what little dignity and honor you got left, bro.
That is the plan. I mean, I haven't seen anybody else, aside from your pickup of Zeke, making any transactions on the waivers other than me.
Really?
Yeah.
You obviously need to put your fucking glasses back on.
Let's see. I've picked up and dropped a few guys in my desperation that I freely admit. I've seen you pick up Zeke other than Kamara. Ain't seen you do nothing else.
Well, you better
Another
pull your phone
assist from
Better
your
pull the
offensive
phone out.
coordinator.
Pick too, Justin?
Hmm?
Did you drop your second round pick too?
Who was my
pull that
second
phone
round
out.
pick? I don't remember.
Pretty brutal year for you, bro. I mean, if we're being honest here, I think you both secured your shitbowl berths on draft day. If we're being honest,
Yeah.
Justin, again, you had a mirage for a little while. This little win streak you went on, and that of course fell apart.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I love both of you, but you drafted exceptionally shitty teams this year. Both of you did.
I really did.
They were horrible. They really were. And I've tried over and over. Tried to help you two because I love you.
He wanted me to drop my players so he can pick them up.
Well, I encouraged you to drop some of your vastly underperforming players that, yes, maybe had a chance at peaking later, but you were in such a dire situation that you needed someone who would, play better.
I wasn't in a dire situation.
Really
I beat,
nice person.
Really?
I beat two of the
Really?
top fucking teams back then.
You've been the bottom of the league since like week 3. What are you talking about?
That's not true. It's
That
been
is
since about week
entirely
4,
true.
week
I have
5.
the graphs to prove it, man.
Again, don't pull out your graphs.
I don't have the graphs tonight. I
Thank
know.
God.
I beat Dusty. I beat Brian.
Brian
I mean,
is
the
not
sun
what you
even
consider
shines
top
on a dog's
team.
ass
He's the
every
top
once in a
scorer.
while.
What's Brian's record?
It's the same as mine. But,
Oh, that's not
And
good.
he wasn't the top scorer. I edged him out by like 4 points in the regular season.
but
God
when
damn
this
it, for
was
all
the
that's
same
worth.
subject
I mean, that makes me feel
weeks
better.
ago,
Shut up.
the results were the same. The only people I couldn't seem to beat were fucking Nick, Mitchell.
It didn't matter for either of us, did it?
Justin did beat me. That was a shitty week. That was a piss poor performance between both of us that week. I think I had some buys and
You're talking
some
about the
injuries or something.
68 to
To like
92
90.
week?
Oh yeah.
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 I
Yeah.
did beat you 2 weeks ago though.
That
fair
was-
and square.
So 1-1. Yeah.
Blake beat me
No
for the first
assistance.
time in like 4 years this year.
Oh my god, the first time in
Earlier
4
this season,
years.
Yeah.
But that was a fucking blowout. Yeah, we don't want to talk about week 12, huh?
Well, like I said, it was the first time in years that you've won, and you know what? It was to the point where I was happy for you. I
First
really
time I beat
was.
you in years. We have to pull up the records on that.
Oh, pull up the.
I don't know how to access
And until you can pull them up, then my statement stands. The first time in years that you have.
How will we
beat me.
file a FOIA request with the commissioner?
Ask the senator.
Get
Buy
the
a
paperwork.
laptop.
Get the
Senator would
appropriate
know.
paperwork.
Senator Burkhart, I'm going to need you to
Pull it up
compel
on
the
your refrigerator,
commissioner to release the records.
Tell him to pull
He's
it
up
on
your
his
ass more
refrigerator.
than the rest of us. He might listen to you.
How many times have I beaten Moss in the past forever?
Like,
Y'all are way off in the weeds now.
maybe what have you've been playing fantasy football for what, 5 years? 2 championships, 3 shit bowls.
5 years.
Amazing.
You,
Amazing.
You are forgetting our age, man. We've been doing this league for like 8 or 9 years.
And I came in like 3 years after y'all started.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah.
you were from the beginning.
Nah.
Huh. Oh, fuck me.
So
Oh,
like
I was here the
back
first
when
years.
we were having all of those issues, keeping our 8th man.
So let's take
Because
a.
Kadari's the biggest bitch out of everyone who's ever been in
Either-
this
It
league.
started in like 2011. Or
Yeah, I
2012.
joined with Scuderi and Johnny, and then they booted Scuderi.
Out of either 5 or
He didn't
6
boot
years.
Scuderi.
Since the
Scuderi
beginning.
ran like the,
Because the whole namesake,
dripping pussy
the whole
that he
Hurricane
is.
Isaac thing. Hurricane Isaac was 2012. That was August of 2012. So we started the season of 2012.
He was not in this league the first couple of years.
Correct.
Since he has joined the league, however, he won the championship the first 2 times, and then virtually every other year he's been in the shit bowl.
I still
Yeah,
won.
I remember I remember doing the draft at his house because he had won 2 championships at that point.
Yeah, that was nice.
And that was right after, that was like the year I'd moved back, or the year after I'd moved back, so that was 14 or 15.
Yeah, so I think it was, y'all started way before then.
I started at 11 or 12.
We were
It was
working.
12, yeah.
Were we in the old
I
coop
wanna say
when
like
we did this,
2010.
or the new coop? I feel like we might have started this in the old coop.
Well, we also were in a league before this that
Yeah.
I kind of because we were
It was a transitional thing.
in one before this that I think Brian might have been in the other one, and maybe the first year we had this one, and the other one going, and then I think we stopped doing the other one. Oh yeah, the food stamps league.
Tramps and
Yeah.
food stamps.
I continued some form of that as that Jersey winning league now.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, it's been a great episode. Thank you for your contributions. Like I said, Justin, fuck you, Blake. I hope you beat him by like 10 points. I hope you beat him by 10 points and make that
I hope
presence
you beat
of
him by
Alvin
55
Kamara known.
points. I hope you beat him by 55 points.
All right. Well,
Congratulations to the offensive coordinator.
everyone have a great night. So I'm gonna do it.
Scuderi, you're still a pussy.
If you're listening,
You know, I've been thinking a lot about you and how you went from a virtual playoff lock to virtual shitbowl loser lock, and it's brought some things, you know, I guess you could say from the spirit lately. And I've jotted them down, and Mitchell has agreed to help me share these with you. Okay?
Aww.
So I want to thank Mitchell.
Nice.
I want to thank Mitchell. Justin, I do hope you enjoy it. Spent hardly no time at all actually working on it. Like I said, it really came naturally.
it's written nicely.
You know, I think I spent as much time writing it down on paper as I did, you know.
Well, he has great penmanship.
Always
Dainty
has.
like a
He always
girl's.
has.
Just because you two write like fucking kindergartners does not mean that I, you know, have dainty.
I'm not saying anything bad. That was his words, man.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
You have
I mean,
very
you come at me,
you have
I'm
very
gonna come back
legible-
at you, you know.
You have very
like-
legible handwriting. That's all I'm saying.
I try.
Joe Pesci over here.
So, this is for you. You sorry sack of shit, Justin.
Sexy as fuck.
Well, I just heard the news today. Seems Justin's year has gone astray. On Friday night, he was in first place. Then by Tuesday, he was on his way to the Shitbowl. Can't get his flex right. He plays 2 tight ends. What's going through his mind? His roster's broken. It's fucking broken. This guy's team has been a heaping pile of shit. You're losing the shit bowl.
Boy. I appreciate you giving us this opportunity to write that quickly and shitty perform song for you.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, it
It
was
means
bad.
so much.
I was
to me.
really bad. But I don't want to put any more effort into learning that song than I already did, if I'm being honest.
Fucking.
We've both exceeded a limit.
Oh, man.
We could probably get Scott Stapp for that for like $1,500.
Oh, I was thinking more like 50. But
I was gonna say, I think you vastly overestimate the self-respect and cash income.
I mean, at some point in the
Scott, here's
last
a bag
few
of
years,
meth. Come record with us.
yeah, at some point in the last few years, I thought I read that he was like homeless and shit.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Oh.